Do you know how important it is to properly nurture your potential clients? Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, it's Rosemary Lewis, your educator agent with eXp Realty, and today we are going to talk about the importance of knowing how to nurture. So a few weeks ago, I'm going to actually tag the video up here. We talked about recession in real estate, and I gave you some practical tips on just how to approach the business in a recession, because guess what? We in a recession, y'all. But here is one thing, and I wanted to shoot a whole separate video to talk about this, because I said in the previous one, yes, there's opportunity, there are people and houses everywhere, but the reality is that for many of our potential clients, many of our buyers and sellers, the sense of urgency is not quite there yet. Okay, the key word is yet. So you have to have a very solid plan on how you are going to continue to nurture those relationships. Now, for a lot of us, okay, I actually had a conversation with one of my team members. I'm a team leader here in the North Dallas area. And one of my teammates had a client who was relocating, and the client came in and we're thinking like, okay, they are going to be a buyer. But with a lot of relocation clients, and I actually suggest this, especially in a metroplex like Dallas, there are so many different areas, so many different vibes, that if you're not sure of kind of where you want to be, it's not necessarily a bad idea to rent for a little while so that you can figure out exactly where you want to be, and then you plant your roots. So this relocation client came into town and decided, you know what, after being here and just seeing how big it was, like, you know what, I do think that I want to rent for about 6 months. And initially my teammate was so disappointed, like, oh, I thought I was gonna get, be able to sell her house. And I was like, listen, sis, you will be able to sell her a house. The word is just not yet. She's going to rent for 6 months, and she's gonna need a house in a year, and I'm pretty sure that your family will need the commission in a year. So don't worry. But the thing is that this agent that I'm working with, she has not been in a market where she has really had to nurture a client, because ever since she got licensed, there was just such a huge sense of urgency for most clients, right? And that's just what she focused on. So let's talk about it, y'all. So the very first thing I want to say is, you are here to be a resource and provide value, not to push people to do things before they are ready. Now, we do want to give them timely advice, okay? And we do want to help them understand, hey, these are your goals, and this is what it looks like to accomplish your goals now. We don't know what it's going to look like in the future because we don't have a crystal ball, but this is what is trending, okay? But I never want us to be forcing someone, because that's when we come off as being salesy and they're like, I'm gonna back up. But how do you continue to build rapport? How do you continue to solidify yourself as the real estate professional that they are going to choose to advocate and support them through their purchasing or selling journey, even if they're not ready right now? I have a few ideas of things that I do in my personal business to nurture clients, and I'm just going to share with you here. This is one thing that I want to say though. Nurturing should not just take place before the sale, after the sale too. I will go ahead and post it in the description box, and I'll link the video here. I am huge about just showing client appreciation and continuing to nurture the relationship after someone has bought or sold with you. But let's talk about what that looks like even before. So very first thing, y'all, I suggest that you have an email list, right? You have all of your nurture people on an email list, and you are emailing them market activity that is relevant to them. Okay, so for instance, if I have someone who wants to be in the city of Dallas, I'm not going to be sharing market activity with them of something that's happening in the north suburbs. But I am going to send them an occasional email just to say, hey, this is what's happening, and I'm going to use my CRM to do that automatically. That way, I don't forget about them, right? Automatically, when I find out what your criteria is, what you're looking for, I'm going to put that in the CRM and I'm going to send it out as a market update from your homegirl. Now, don't make the mistake of sending this email out too consistently, because someone who's not shopping or won't be ready to purchase or even sell in a year is not going to necessarily want to see you pop up in their inbox every single day. So adjust the cadence. I would say once a week to once every 2 weeks to maybe even once a month for this market activity report. But that's not the only way I'm going to show up in their email, which brings me to the next point. I definitely think that there should be some correspondence between you and the potential client. And I like to send a newsletter type deal, right? So in addition to the market email that they get, I might just send an email to my entire database, letting them know about the pumpkin patch, letting them know about the holiday activities, sharing a recipe, like whatever that looks like. I want to show that I am resourceful beyond just, hey, buy this house from me. So having, again, some sort of way that you are reaching out to them. I will let you know that I use the email service provider Flowdesk, okay? Flowdesk is who I use. It's super user-friendly. And like literally, it's almost like a blog that I send out to my clients just to give them just a little update. And again, you decide on the cadence, but the thing is, I just want to continually to show up for them and providing them value that is more holistic and not just about the house. Like I want them to know that I'm not only an expert in real estate, but I'm an expert in area, and I'm really listening and thinking about things that would be helpful for them. Then here's the next one, y'all. The art of picking up the phone is not dead. So make sure that you are connecting and you have some sort of system where you're calling to check in. I like to call to check in with everyone in my database at least once a quarter, okay? And I'll tell you, like, times have changed. So you can call, you can text, you can send a video text, but something where you are reaching out and you're not just reaching out to say, hey, are you ready to buy or sell? No, okay? Hey, I just want to make sure, hey, did you see the email that I sent you? Because there is actually a musical coming, and I know that when we met, you told me that you love musicals, and I referenced it in the email. I want to make sure that you saw about that. And how's your family doing? How's work? How's all that stuff doing? So, you using the email, that will help you leverage your phone conversations. And then here's something else that you need to do with everyone you're nurturing. Y'all, friend them on social media. For the life of me, I am just so confused when real estate agents don't want to friend their clients on social media, don't want to show up as who they are, and don't want to engage with people. Like, my goal with my clients is to build lifelong relationships. Like, I'm not just looking to be your homegirl for one sale. I'm looking to be your homegirl for life. So I want to make sure that I'm connecting with them on social media, commenting on their posts, liking them, not to be, not just for the purpose of them seeing me, but I truly want to engage and get to know who I'm working with, because just like they want to work with people they know, like, and trust, I want to work with somebody who I know, like, and trust. So social media is a great way to just stay connected. And y'all know how it is. Like, you see somebody enough on social media, they see you enough, you see them enough, you feel like you cousins and you never met a day in your life. So making sure that you're connecting on social, and then you have a conversation point when you speak to them again. And then here's the final one. If you have a large client event, you may want to consider to invite some of your nurture people, especially when you have people who are coming to an area, they might not know people. Like, I was just at an event last night, and I saw two people that I know, two clients that I've worked with, and they came together. And I was like, oh, how do y'all know each other? And they were like, oh, we met at your last event. And they have nurtured a friendship that circles back and comes back to me as being the source. And I'm so grateful that I get to do that. Speaking of social media, here is a bonus tip. Don't be afraid to go on social media and just give real practical education about what's happening in real estate. Because if you have friended the people that you are nurturing, chances are that they might see that video and they're going to be like, okay, this girl or this guy is on it. They are consistently keeping us informed, both on a personal level and on a more global level, on exactly what's happening. So use all of the resources available to you to nurture the relationships. And then when they are ready, you will be the choice. Now, if you have made it to the end of this video and you are not subscribed to my channel, what are you doing with your life? Like, go ahead and subscribe. And while you are at it, like a lot of the things that I'm talking about right now, they're just really habits that you need to have in your business. And I have a resource for you. So go to rosemarylewis.com/10 habits. I'll also put a link in the description box. Actually, I have so much fun stuff for you. I'll put a few links in the description box, but the 10 habits are going to show you the 10 habits that successful real estate agents do every single day to grow businesses that they love. So I want to make sure that you are growing a business that you love, that you're proud about, and I will see you next week.